Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and today I'm looking at a book from Jordan's. It's called Social Work Decision Making. It's a guide for childcare lawyers, now in a second edition. It's been written by Elizabeth Isaacs and Carmel. It's part of the Family Law series, and that's the book there. That's the front, side, and then you've got the bit at the back. What you've got inside is a good, very useful index right at the back. And what I did like is there's a bit of analysis right at the end. It's called a chapter, it's called Analysis, and it's very helpful because it gives you an idea of basically what you'd be looking for. Do read the preface at the front, which gives you some idea of what this is all about. The chapter headings are quite detailed as well, and of course there is a useful start off on the legal framework, looking very carefully at how this matter is dealt with and the decision making process as a whole. And I think it's not just from a legal point of view, it's also from a management point of view a very useful guide as to what to do. We've given it the title New from Family Law, that's from Jordan's, a guide for lawyers seeking to understand social work practice, policies and procedures. Now do read our detailed review, which is on the web and in the law journals. I'm going to go a little bit away from what's in the actual written word, because if you're a childcare lawyer, your professional activities will inevitably involve liaison with and contact with social workers, and I've certainly had to cross-examine them and to ask them questions in family matters. So you do need to have some idea of where they're coming from when you're thinking of the sort of questions to ask and what work they actually do, because there's a misconception, I think, about what social workers often do. So you do need to familiarise yourself with their actual function. It's a primary function, of course, which is actually linked to this main book, which acts as a guide to what they actually carry out. And taking a practical approach, what the book does is it aims to define and describe what constitutes good social work and of course good decision making, because quite often the judge will follow the advice of the social worker, so you've got to have some idea as to how it's actually been formulated. Now the authors are two experts in the field. One's a barrister, the other's a children's guardian and trainer. And the first edition of the work was published some 4 years ago, so obviously it's needed to be updated with changes to reflect the legal and social things that have happened in the intervening couple of years. Also, within this, what is a very clear and readable volume, there's extensive research material which will again assist those involved in the minutiae of family proceedings. There's meticulous footnoting, and as I said, you've got paragraph numbering, which you can see at the sides there, and quite a lot of detail. There's some nice useful diagrams and block charts as well, which I found helpful. So if you're a practitioner who deals either frequently or occasionally with childcare issues, I think this book is for you. And it's a useful book because I think it puts in perspective what it is that we would be looking for as advocates from the people we're asking questions of. So thank you to all concerned. Bye bye.